You are not alone. A message of hope and guidance. Welcome to Zion's Call today. I'm so grateful you've joined me. For the next few moments, I want to invite you into a space of peace, reflection, and hope. Take a deep breath. Let go of the noise of the day, the worries crowding your mind, and the weight you've been silently carrying. This message isn't just words. It's a call to your heart, a reminder crafted just for you. I believe that today is not an accident. You're here because your heart needs to hear something real, something lasting. So, I ask for your full attention. Not for me, but for you. Because what you're about to hear could be the very thing your soul has been searching for. Your journey hasn't been random. It hasn't been without purpose. Every step you've taken, every victory, every setback, every tear, every smile has been seen. Even in the moments when you felt completely invisible, unheard, or forgotten, a steady presence has been with you. Maybe you've felt that presence before. In the quiet after a storm, in the warmth of unexpected kindness, or in the strength you found when you thought you had none left. And maybe you felt nothing at all. You've questioned, where is the help I need? Why does life feel so heavy? But here's the truth. You've never been alone. Not for a single moment. While others may have walked away, while life may have bruised you, there's been a presence beside you, guiding, whispering, protecting. Even when you didn't recognize it, even when doubt drowned out faith, you were being carried through the darkest valleys. Think back. Remember the times you thought you wouldn't make it, but somehow you did. That's not coincidence. That's not luck. That's the steady hand of grace, holding you even when your grip was slipping. I know you've carried heavy burdens, some so deep you've never spoken them aloud. Wounds from words that cut too sharp, the ache of relationships that didn't last, dreams that crumbled before they even had a chance to grow. You've faced moments where you wondered if anyone truly sees the weight you carry. The invisible battles fought behind closed doors, the silent tears shed in the dark, the strength it takes just to show up when your heart feels shattered. But I want you to hear this clearly. You are not invisible. Your pain is not unnoticed. Your struggles are not insignificant. There's a reason you're still standing, even with all you've faced. That reason is not because you're lucky. It's because you're stronger than you realize. And even more than that, it's because there's been a grace holding you together when you felt like falling apart. I know life can be unfair. People may have disappointed you. Circumstances may have crushed your spirit. But your story doesn't end with pain. Your worth isn't measured by what you've lost or how others have treated you. You are valuable not because of what you've achieved or what you've overcome, but because of who you are. Here's what I want you to hold onto today. Restoration is possible. What was broken can be healed. What was lost can be restored. Not always in the way you expect, but often in ways far more beautiful. You see, life has a way of convincing us that when something is gone, it's gone forever, that broken things are worthless. But that's not the truth. In fact, some of the most beautiful stories are born from the places of deepest pain. Think of a tree that's been through a storm. Its branches may be damaged, its leaves stripped away, but the roots, they've grown deeper, stronger, because storms don't just break things. They reveal what's unshakable. The same is true for you. Your storms haven't destroyed you. They've deepened your roots. Maybe you've lost relationships, opportunities, or hope itself. But here's the promise. What feels like an ending is often just the beginning of something new, something you can't yet see. Restoration doesn't mean getting back what you lost exactly as it was. Sometimes it's about receiving something even better, peace where there was chaos, strength where there was weakness, wisdom where there was confusion. So don't give up on your story. The chapters ahead are still being written, and the author isn't done. You may not see it right now, but within you is a strength far greater than any obstacle you've faced or will ever face. It's not the loud, flashy kind of strength. It's quieter. It shows up in the small moments. The choice to get out of bed when sadness feels overwhelming. The courage to smile when your heart is heavy. The decision to try one more time when failure whispers, "What's the point?" That's real strength. And guess what? You've already shown it. You're here today listening to this message because somewhere inside you, there's a spark that refuses to be extinguished. Maybe it's dim. Maybe it feels buried under fear, doubt, or exhaustion. But it's there. And it's enough. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to believe that even your smallest steps matter. Because they do. Don't underestimate the power of resilience. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about rising every time you fall. Now is the time to act. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now, you don't have to wait until you feel ready. You don't have to have everything in place. The truth is, the perfect moment may never come. But the moment you choose to take that first step, that becomes the perfect moment. Maybe your next step is reaching out to someone, asking for help, starting that project you've been afraid to begin, or simply believing, just for today, that things can get better. Whatever it is, take the step. Small steps lead to big changes. And here's the beautiful thing. You're not walking this path alone. You never have been. You never will be. Even when it feels like the world is silent, like no one understands, like hope is just a distant memory, you are not alone. There's a presence that goes with you, a love that surrounds you, a strength that holds you. You may feel unseen by the world, but you are deeply seen by the one who matters most. Every prayer, every tear, every whispered, "I can't do this anymore," heard, held, answered, even if the answer doesn't look the way you expect. And sometimes the answer comes in the form of messages like this. A simple reminder when you need it most. So, let this be your reminder today. You are loved. You are seen. You are held. You are never, ever alone. As we close, I want you to carry this with you. Your story isn't over. The pain you felt is not the final chapter. There's more ahead. More joy, more growth, more peace than you can imagine. You've survived 100% of your hardest days so far, and you're not done yet. Thank you for sharing this time with me on Zion's Call today. If this message touched your heart, I invite you to share it with someone who might need it too, because we're not meant to walk this journey alone. Until next time, remember, you are loved, you are strong, you are not alone.